Hey, hello everybody, I'm Aaron Heselhurst. Welcome to the program. We've got about eight and a half minutes. You give me that and I'll try to give you a fascinating little snapshot of all the latest in the world of business and money. Tesla, it is the car company that's promising to change the world as we know, because investors, they've been taking a huge gamble on the electric car maker. And, well, judging by its latest numbers, that appears to be paying off. The share price has risen even higher, and I'll tell you why. Let's take a look. In the past 3 months, sales hit, what that number you just saw then, $2.8 billion. That's more than double the same time last year. Its losses in the period grew to this, $336 million, although not as bad as investors had feared. And it is paying off because Tesla delivered nearly 26, actually, thousand vehicles in that time. That's 40% more than the same time last year. And that number could soon rise even further, because it's taken more than 500,000 orders alone for the Model 3. It started delivering what's being described as its first mass market vehicle. It started doing that last week. Prices there started at 35 grand. Tesla hopes the Model 3 will keep it at the top of the market for electric-only cars. Here's that list. So it's got what, nearly 17% of the electric car market. But take a look at this. 2 Chinese rivals. Where did they come from? At the top, in the top 5, as well as you've got Nissan and Renault. But the Model 3's design is transforming the industry. It has less than 7,000 parts, which compares to 30,000 in a more traditional car. And that makes it, of course, simpler to build and less likely to suffer a supply chain disruption. Hey, let's speak to Roland Irle, who's an analyst at evvolumes.com, who put together that information, the global data on electric vehicles. He joins us from in Sweden. Roland, great to have you with us. Hey, some great numbers, great numbers from Tesla, certainly compared to last year. But boy, if you want one, or if you've ordered one, it's very likely to be a long wait, isn't it?
It is. We've ordered one, and we are in the queue, so to say.
When will you get yours? I'm curious. When will you get yours?
I'm not exactly sure, but I wouldn't expect it before 2019.
Yeah, so here's the problem. Is this the problem, or is it just a little glitch at the moment until they get production up and running? I mean, they've got what? Tesla 3 orders. Actually, I said over 500,000. There's about 455,000 orders just for the Model 3. And Elon Musk said that he hopes to be making 10,000 every week by the end of 2018.
By the end of 2018, which is converting to an annual production rate of 500,000. And from now to the end of 2018, there's obviously a very lengthy ramp-up period. But Tesla is promising it's going to be an S-curve. It's slow in the beginning, but it's ramping up fast.
It is ramping up fast, and to ramp it up, they've got to spend a lot of money, don't they? I mean, Tesla's money man said that spending at the company is at an historical high. They're spending more than $100 million every week. Yes,
I would say, connected to the startup for the Model 3, this is usually needs huge amount of money. But if we look at the Q2 results, the financials weren't too bad, considering all the startup costs.
Indeed. Hey, Roland, who the heck are these Chinese companies that all of a sudden appear on the list? I mean, that's amazing to see these Chinese companies on that list.
Oh, yeah. I mean, China is the largest market for this type of vehicles. The electrical chargeable vehicles means electric vehicles, pure electric vehicles, and the so-called plug-in hybrids. And China is about 45% of the world market. And last year, 350,000 of this type of vehicle were sold there. And this year, it's going to be over 500,000. And so they are on the top of the.
They're on the rise. I'm wondering how much of a threat could they, you know, in the near future, could they be a threat to a company like us?
I'm not sure. To a certain extent, at current they just sell their cars in China with very few exports from BYD. We hear that they will come to Europe. They have already come to Europe with some of their models, in particular BYD. But generally, I think the Chinese manufacturers, in particular in their home market, and Tesla, they are playing in different leagues, both price-wise and performance-wise.
Okay. Roland Irle from evvolumes.com, joining us from Trollhättan in Sweden. We appreciate your time. Thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.